So again, like I like to do, give you your tip right up front. I know we're all here in the brand new year, and a lot of you have made your resolutions. I make resolutions, not as much as I used to, but again, my resolution this year is to continue my focus here on YouTube and bringing you guys content. But always, starting this new year off right, I want to give you your tip up front. And the reason I talked about resolutions is because I want to talk to you about your resolution. Now, don't do the classic mistake where you make a bunch of resolutions, more than is reasonable, than one human being could keep up with. Make some realistic resolutions. And within those resolutions, start small. Now, say for instance, this is just an example. Say for instance, your resolution is to start going back to the gym. Make it small. You know, start 3 times a week. I don't know, 2 times a week. When I was young and I was into bodybuilding, we would only go 3 times a week. We had to give our muscles time to rest. They grow when they rest. So you need to do the same thing. Don't go crazy with your resolution, because what happens is you get burnt out. You get burnt out real quick and you drop it. Whatever your resolution is, start small. Work on it. Work up to the big goal you may have in mind. But start small so that you can stick to it. I'm not going to beat that tip, but that's the tip. Start small with your resolutions so that you can really stick to them and you can work up to whatever that goal is. So, I've recently been I refined some of the projects I was working on. Near the end of the year, I'll be honest, I was struggling to find a project that would bring my watch hours up. I need to do some type of series. And near the end of the year, I had some good leads, and I thought I had a couple solid collaborators, and didn't turn out. It happens sometimes. You think you have a good collaborator, someone that is on the same page as they say as you are, and then you'll find out, well, it might not be. And I always say, even though you get, down about it a bit, it's better to find out the sooner, the better. Because the worst thing is to start with a collaborator and you're putting in a lot of effort and then all of a sudden the whole thing falls apart because they lose interest quickly. So I look at the positive side of it. If they were not really interested, it's better that I find out sooner than later. I was talking with one collaborator earlier in the year who I had worked with for a number of years. Almost 10 years I worked with this young woman who is into acting, directing, editing, what I normally talk about. And we thought that this would be a great collaboration because we had never really collaborated fully. She had always came and helped me out on projects, and I had paid her to help me out on projects. So I approached her with a potential collaboration for a series here on my YouTube channel. And at first she was all excited, she was all in, she had thousands of ideas, and I thought this was going to be a good fit. And luckily for me, I started doing some work for her. She sent me some videos and I had done the editing, and I posted a couple of them for her review, and she liked them, and so everything was going smooth, going in the right direction. And then all of a sudden, about a week later, she decided that she wanted to bypass the steps of creating content for my channel and for me to set up a channel for her. So I'm glad I found that out at the beginning, because, like I said, a collaboration is a two-way street. She was providing the talent and the ideas. I was providing the editing and the platform, which was a playlist here on my channel. I work with a number of creators who create content with me, collaborate with me. We create content for the channel, and I create them a playlist with all intentions of, as we move forward, if they need my assistance to create their own channel, I will gladly provide that. So, that's the collaboration effort. I help them get started. I help them build their channel. I provide the editing, the camera equipment, 35 years of know-how, knowing how what to do and knowing how what not to do. which is sometimes more important. So that was one collaborator that fell apart. But like I said, my goal is to continue to collaborate on this channel. And the reason I'm such a diehard about collaboration because of my long film background. Even as an actor, when you're on A projects, you're not there alone. When you're making independent feature films and you're trying to make something that, you know, stands out, you're not there alone. And I believe that same concept is a great concept here on YouTube. Now, when you're getting started, a lot of people on YouTube, you start alone and you start building. Again, I've been on YouTube for years. I used it originally as a portfolio. And last year, when I started, was the big shift for me to finally start working towards monetization and creating content exclusively here for YouTube. So that's what I do now. And most of my content is humorous or educational. For my area of expertise is acting, directing, and editing. So if you go to my channel in the link below, you'll see a lot of educational stuff that I have created and I continue to create. So the humorous stuff is all there too, because I really believe that's was the beauty of YouTube when it first started. It wasn't about everyone teaching everyone how to make money here on YouTube. I have nothing opposed to making money. I'm trying to get monetized so that I can make money also, get, you know, sponsors and YouTube commercials and all that kind of good stuff. We get inside the partner program. I'm getting close. But I still think the beauty of YouTube is what draws people to it is all the different types of content that you can find there. Questions, answers, people do challenges, people do variety shows, people do skits and funny comments and plays and all kinds of great stuff. And the educational stuff is great too. I just believe there should be more of the entertainment value. And that's what I'm focusing on. So if you go to my channel, you'll see some of the series I've been creating. And I've been using the artificial intelligence video generation programs to create some series. And my goal, again, obviously too, being an actor myself, is to use primarily real actors. So I've been working on that, and that's been a little bit of a struggle also. So, but again, there's lots of different avenues to be a part of and to bring to life here on YouTube. So that's my goal. I'm taking a harder path. I've learned a lot over this past year and the years I've been on YouTube. And again, I could switch over to jump on the bandwagon and teach everybody how to make it on YouTube. I've had some success so far. I've reached my sponsorship goal. I'm almost halfway to my watch hours, which is the biggest struggle. So there's a lot that I've learned here on YouTube. And I could legitimately teach what I've learned to this point and jump on that bandwagon of becoming a YouTube guru to teach people how to make it on YouTube. You know, I don't like that approach. I think there's much more to YouTube than everyone teaching everyone how to make it. I know it's very lucrative, and I've never been and that's probably why I'm still broke. I've never been a person to just do things just for the money. So I have some ideas for game shows. I've been toying back and forth with a potential variety show. Now that's something I really would love to do here. I've also toyed with, but kind of shy away from, the dating shows. I think there's enough of those. There are enough people having success with these dating shows. I have an idea that's kind of a twist on the dating show. So that might be something I might do down the line, maybe start this year. But I think my primary goal here, and I'm thinking of this right now while I'm talking to you, that's why I love doing the lives, because as I think of information that I want to share, I can just go right ahead and share it. I'm thinking of doing something like I said, like a variety show. And like the old timey, you guys, a lot of you are probably too young. Variety shows used to be a big thing. And you'd have singers, dancers, you'd have comedians, you'd have sketches, you'd have all kinds of little things. And I think that's a beautiful fit for the YouTube environment. Now, I know there are some people doing it. I won't mind jumping into that, throwing my hat in the ring for that. That's something that I'm really interested in because I like bringing all kinds of talent to the forefront and giving them exposure. Uh, Again, I have everything I need behind the scenes as far as equipment, editing, that kind of thing, and I would be the producer of it. So that's something that I'm looking to continue to move forward with. So if you have any ideas, I'm primarily working with people here in the U.S. because that's where I'm based. Um, I have no problem going to any state traveling. I love to travel. Most of the feature films I've directed over the years, I've directed over 25 independent feature films, and they were done in different states around the United States. So I want to take that same approach that I had with my feature films and traveling, shooting them, doing them. And that's what I want to do with the YouTube series. I'm reaching out formally, and that's something I'm going to do every time I jump on the live here. Just like I try to give you a post up front, I'm going to prompt you if you have any ideas or anything, or you're looking to collaborate, because I'm actively looking for collaborators. Shoot me an email. You'll go to my channel and you'll see my contact information there. I answer all my comments. I check all my emails and I respond. So if you have any ideas, feel free to shoot me an idea. I'm interested in collaborating, and this is a heartfelt offer. Again, I've been doing this for a while, and I enjoy the collaborative effort of filmmaking, and that's what I'm planning to bring here to YouTube. I do a lot of stuff on my own. As you can see, I'm doing this right here, vertical live. I love these vertical lives because a lot of times I don't even know what I'm going to say before I jump on, and that's the fun of it. I'm standing here right in front of you. I may be playing a little bit. I usually plan my tip just a little bit. I start thinking about what would be helpful to someone who's watching today. And usually a tip, one of my tips, my daily tips I like to give up front. Again, I like to give my tips up front because I hate when I watch a video and someone says, if you stay on to the very end, I got this great killer tip for you. I don't like that. I don't like that. If you have something great, give it to your audience. If they like it, they'll stay with you. If they don't, maybe they'll stay with you next time. But that's what I love about the platform. That's what I love about YouTube. I like to put my stuff up front. I'm not the kind of person that pretends to be someone I'm not. You can go to my channel, go to the link below, look me up. You can look up my Internet Movie Database. You can look up on there, you'll find IMDb, you'll find the films I've directed, you'll find the films I've acted in, the television shows I've acted in. I was lucky enough at the ending of this year that just passed now, to do a commercial. The commercial, and then I did a medical information video for this large company out of, I think they're out of Texas, but anyway, medical device company. But also that turned into a very lucrative print job. That led to a very lucrative print job for them. So that was a great surprise for me. Ended the year on a big up note as far as my acting goes, and I plan to really continue to push forward with my acting this year. I know you can see the gray beard coming in, I'm getting old, but I start playing the older roles now. And I've been doing that for the last few years. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I wanna thank you for stopping by. Please go to my channel, check out some of my playlists, and I appreciate that if you do that. Subscribe if you haven't, but the playlists are what I'm really working on because I need to build up those watch hours and continue to move forward towards monetization, which is my goal here this year. I'm gonna do it, and only you can help me. Only you right there looking at me, pointing my finger right now. You go look at some of my playlists and you watch some of that playlist, you turn it on and you let it play in the background if you have to. Help me build up those watch hours. I appreciate it, I really do. I wanna continue and get my monetization sometime this year. The sooner the better. I'm close, I'm right on the edge, and I continue to make videos, comedy videos. I've been making a bunch of comedy stuff, and I'm gonna start putting more comedy here on the vertical. I have some stuff that I've had on the shelf for a while, holding it back, waiting for monetization, but I think now's the time to go ahead and put it up and get it out there, let you guys have a quick little laugh. But come back, share my stuff. If you see something funny, share it. I appreciate that. So I'll see you again tomorrow. I'm gonna try to stick with my goal 3 or 4 times a week, jumping on the vertical live. I'll see you in the next one.